Two American Express favorites, Blue Cash Everyday versus Blue Cash Preferred. Which one really delivers? On the left, the no annual fee, everyday earning, Blue Cash Everyday. On the right, the powerhouse for groceries and streaming, Blue Cash Preferred. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Here's a little mind map, so you can see everything we're comparing. We've got the annual fee, grocery rewards, gas station perks, online shopping and streaming, welcome offers, other bonus categories, and just how simple these cards are to live with. Cool? Let's hit our first category. First up, annual fee. Okay, this is a biggie for a lot of us. Nobody wants sneaky costs. So, with the Blue Cash Everyday, American Express keeps it super chill. No annual fee ever. Like, you don't even have to think about it. That's kind of awesome, right? Now, the Blue Cash Preferred, it's a different story. You actually get a $0 intro fee for the first year, but then, boom, $95 a year after that. Yikes. So, if you hate fees, you know which way you're leaning. The Everyday clearly takes this round. Moving over to grocery rewards, where most of us probably spend a ton. Blue Cash Everyday gets you 3% back at U.S. supermarkets, but only on your first $6,000 per year. After that, it's a pretty standard 1%. Not bad, but here's where the Preferred really flexes. You ready? 6% cash back. Yep, double. Same $6,000 annual cap, but that is some serious earning. But just remember that you need to earn enough to offset that fee. So, for grocery lovers, honestly, Preferred is a beast. Let's talk gas stations, because, yeah, everyone loves saving at the pump. So, Everyday gives you 3% at U.S. gas stations. But again, it's only up to $6,000 a year. Not too shabby, but you do have to watch that cap. Now, the Preferred also gives you 3%, but it's uncapped. Fill up as much as you want, swipe away. So, for road warriors, that could really add up. Preferred wins here, though Everyday is still decent. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Blue Cash Preferred can score you up to $360 a year on groceries if you max out that $6,000 spend? That's one of the highest returns in the entire cashback game. Seriously, not bad for a trip to the supermarket. Streaming and online shopping. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. Everyday hands you 3% on U.S. online retail purchases, up to $6,000 yearly. I mean, if you do a lot of Amazon or other online shopping, that's pretty sweet. The streaming part isn't as dazzling. Lower cashback compared to Preferred. Meanwhile, the Preferred throws down with 6% on select streaming subscriptions. That's huge if you're a Netflix, Disney Plus, or Spotify addict. But the catch? No bonus on online shopping. So honestly, call this round a tie. The Everyday gives online retail lovers an edge, while Preferred rules streaming. Welcome offer time! Okay, so I think we all like that little sugar rush when you first sign up, right? With Everyday, the usual deal is something like $200 back after you hit the spending requirement. Nice, but not groundbreaking. Preferred typically has a better welcome, $250 back instead. That's extra cash, but since Preferred does toss in an annual fee after the first year, some of the edge gets doled. Still, pure numbers? Preferred takes the win. Extra bonus categories. This is where we see cards flex their personality. For Everyday, what you see is what you get. There aren't really bonus rewards outside those big categories. So if you live on ride shares, parking, or transit, not much there. But Preferred is like, bring on the city life. 3% back on transit, taxis, buses, trains, tolls, even parking. If you commute or just Uber a ton, that's real cash back. So Preferred is the clear standout. Last but not least, simplicity. You know what? Sometimes you just want a card that's easy to use. Everyday is basically effortless. No annual fee to worry about, no tricky bonus tracking, just swipe and go. It's kind of refreshing. The Preferred, though, it's got great rates, but you have to keep tabs on how much you're spending in those capped categories, track which streaming services count, and make sure the annual fee is covered. So, for folks who want life to be simple, Everyday definitely comes out ahead. All right, let's lay it all out in a radar chart here. You can see Preferred pretty much rules the grocery, streaming, and transit scene, but Everyday holds its ground in simplicity and fee freedom. Crazy how these perks stack up. So here's the honest take. If you're that person who spends a lot on groceries, streaming, and moving around town, and you don't mind paying an annual fee, the Blue Cash Preferred is gonna make you smile. But if you just want easy rewards, hate tracking or fees, or shop online more than you shop at supermarkets, Blue Cash Everyday is actually the smarter move. Want more smart credit card breakdowns like this? Hit that follow button and stay tuned for the latest tips and money-saving